You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 8th of July, 2026. It is 17 days after the summer solstice. It is 76 days before the autumnal equinox. In today's episode, butterflies, Mayan inscriptions, religious fervor, Perry opens Japan, the Ziegfeld Follies, and the dancing of the Giglio. Today's forecast, sunny, high near 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.8 Celsius, north winds 5 to 7 miles per hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. The sun rises today at 5:32 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:29 p.m., civil twilight ends at 9:02 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 9:44 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 40% full at midday. The moon rises today at 12:21 a.m., and then it sets at 2:22 p.m. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the early morning, high tide, 5:02 a.m., 1 meter 34. In the late morning, low tide, 11:06 a.m., 12 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 5:30 p.m., 1 meter 65. At night, low tide, 11:51 p.m., 12 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, butterfly sighting, a large one. All black with lines of yellow spots along the bottom edge of its wings. It's an eastern black swallowtail, also known as an American swallowtail or parsnip swallowtail. The yellow indicates it's male. The females have blue spots instead. Swallowtails have 2 broods each year. The first overwinters and pupates in the spring. The second brood emerges in July and August. Black swallowtails like to feed on parsley, dill, fennel, and Queen Anne's lace, so they may very well frequent your garden. They are great pollinators, a welcome sight in gardens and parks. Commemorations. This day in the year 292 is the earliest date recorded on any Mayan monument discovered so far. It is carved on a stone stela from the ruined city of Tikal in what is today Guatemala. The monument commemorates the enthronement of the ruler Skyborn Kawil Greatclaw, who was the son of Animal Headdress and Lady Skull. The monument demonstrates how ancient the civilizations of Central America were, with writing, a calendar of stunning accuracy, and monumental architecture. On this day in 1741, the Reverend Jonathan Edwards preached his most famous sermon, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, to a revival gathering in Enfield, Connecticut. Edwards was a leader of the Great Awakening, an emotionally charged Christian religious revival that swept through the American colonies in the 1730s and 40s. It has been argued that the movement, with its focus on personal salvation, may have laid a groundwork of individualism that helped inspire the American Revolution. Events that shaped our world. On this day in 1853, the American naval officer Commodore Matthew Perry arrived in what is today Tokyo Bay. Aboard his flagship, the Susquehanna, he commanded a fleet of 4 warships sent by President Millard Fillmore to open trade and diplomatic relations with Japan. Now, Japan had been entirely closed to foreigners for more than 2 centuries under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate. Perry sailed his warships straight into the shogun's capital and was prepared to use violence if necessary. But in the end, the Japanese government received the letter from President Fillmore. A few years later, Japan was opened to the West, the shoguns were deposed, and a period of rapid industrialization transformed the country. The Japanese describe this day as the arrival of the black ships. On this day in 1907, Florence Ziegfeld Jr. staged his first Follies in New York City. Inspired by the Folies Bergères in Paris, the Follies were first performed in a rooftop garden dubbed the Jardin de Paris. The Ziegfeld Follies featured lavish reviews with beautiful women in a chorus line known as the Ziegfeld Girls. It was a standard on Broadway for decades. In Williamsburg, just down the road, the annual dancing of the Giglio begins today at Our Lady of Mount Carmel. The festival has been celebrated in the streets in front of the church since 1887. It features a huge pillar topped by a statue of the Virgin Mary. The platform supporting the pillar hosts a band and is lifted and carried by groups of burly men while the band plays and a priest offers his blessings. The festival lasts until July 19th. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 8th of July, 2026.